the producer?
Hey. Look, they say good days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless. Bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me.
Okay, we are back once again. Exactly 1 week until WrestleMania. Welcome back to the Baller Central WWE pod. Right now, recorded live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Me and Lando here talking about the latest in the WWE landscape with the home stretch before WrestleMania. We're going to give our quick takeaways from NXT Stand and Deliver, their WrestleMania, and then some key points from SmackDown and Raw to save some time. So, hey, before we get to all that, make sure you follow our socials, stay up to date with everything. Follow our platforms on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Stay up to date with all our lives and pods. Also, feel free to follow all the audio platforms so you can listen to us if you don't have time to watch us. And hey, Lando, how are we doing today?
Good.
Good. Keep it short and sweet. Yeah, same here. Always looking forward to talking WWE, even though me and Lando watch, I think, every Friday night we watch SmackDown together with our sister. So, yeah, we will try to watch a lot of WWE together, especially since he's on break. So, let's get into the first things first. Stand and Deliver was, I believe, last Saturday. What were some of your takeaways, like your top two moments, or just something you want to speak on?
Joe Hendry losing the NXT title. I thought Joe Hendry honestly was gonna keep that title on for like a little longer, but hey, I guess they really want Tony D'Angelo to execute his plan, and it has me thinking. We got to talk about this. What is part 3 of Tony D'Angelo's plan?
Bring the family together
Again?
Vin Diesel, Fast and Furious, family. I actually don't know. We'll find out though. But yeah, I wish I knew going into our, because every WWE PLE, whether it's NXT or the main roster, we do pick'ems. And if I wish he had opportunity to do, I wish I knew the he was going for a Grand Slam championship. I wish I would have. I definitely would have maybe swayed Tony D'Angelo. So yeah, I wish I knew that he was able to go. I wish he was able, because that championship completed the Grand Slam for him. So I wish I knew that info going forward. I didn't know that that was the only thing missing.
Yeah, I would have picked him too, if I knew that he was NXT title away from getting NXT Grand Slam.
Yep, because I'm guessing they're replacing the Speed chip.
The Heritage with the Speed.
Yeah, I just got a notification because on my Apple Mac, I got I have the texting thing where my text messages pop up on the right corner of my screen. And yeah, we got some stuff me and Lennon got to talk about after the pod, but that's after the pod. So hey, yeah, shout out to Tony D'Angelo. Great thing, great accomplishment. He's now your NXT champion. But also shout out our newest women's champion as well, Lola Vice. She conquered. Why am I echo? Oh, good. Okay, she conquered the odds and beat JC Jane for the chip. So yeah, shout out to Lola Vice. I think that was a nice moment because she's been short so many times, especially against JC Jane with interferences. So I'm glad that hopefully JC Jane's company can move on to the main roster and then Lola Vice can hold down NXT for a bit. So yeah, I'm happy for that.
Yeah, and they are facing at NXT Revenge, which is I think they introduced this as a new PLE, spanning like 2 weeks as like spring breaking was, like Gold Rush was, and whatever 2 week pay-per-view NXT had. But yeah, uh, when they do face, I think JC Jane loses, and then that's when she goes up, because that's like after Mania, I think.
Yep. So, other than that, I'm surprised. Also, last point before we move on, I'm surprised Soul won. I thought they were gonna do versus Zarya. I thought they were gonna do Zarya wins, and then Soul heads to the main roster, and Zarya builds up her credibility as a singles competitor. But I think they're gonna drag it out a little bit, probably a best of 3 series. Then hopefully Zarya wins, so Zoe can move up, and Zarya can build up her reputation in NXT before she gets called up as well. So yeah, I guess all part of the plan. I guess.
Yeah.
But also, what's called Lola Vice and Sexy Red, they reenacted one of their very, very memorable scenes from Heat Wave. Or
Yeah,
one,
very, very eye-catching assets.
yes, so,
Memorable asset.
right. They were shaking ass after Lola Vice won the championship. Okay, so let's get into our Raw talk. First up, CM Punk opens with a major pipe bomb. He goes after everybody. TKO, Roman Reigns, Pat McAfee, and basically all of management again. CM Punk is always not afraid to speak his mind, but he can also be a hypocrite sometimes when he talks about certain things. But yeah, he does what he does best. He talks, speaks his mind, and goes after people. That's exactly what he did. And thanks to that, uh, SmackDown put a thing in the bottom right of the corner of the screen. Saturday tickets for WrestleMania was now 25% off. So they did lower prices a little bit because that's what CM Punk called for. So yeah, bright side. So what do you think about CM Punk promo?
This is why the dude has 5-star ring experience level microphone talk on my GM. He's just that good at doing promos, and you have a guy like that, and I think sometimes you could say CM Punk is single handedly carrying the rivalry promo wise. Sometimes
Did you hear background noise? You heard that too, right?
maybe, but yeah, you can kind of say CM Punk is kind of carrying promo wise because Roman Reigns doesn't have enough twang to it, but still, they have great chemistry, and they're building a great rivalry. So just more to build the rivalry up, and you know what would have been funny if CM Punk dropped that pipe bomb later on today at SmackDown. Cody Rhodes dropped the pipe bomb.
Yeah, but I feel like Cody Rhodes doesn't have 5-star mic skills.
He actually does. Actually,
I think maybe like 4 or like high 3. I don't
Cody
think he has.
Rhodes. Cody Rhodes actually has 5 on my GM. Believe it or not.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
After I don't know. Okay. My fault then.
I'm gonna
Uh,
finish the story.
that's true. After that, we have another celebrity match that's set up for Mania. The Usos and LA Knight are teaming up to face Division and I Show Speed.
Ooh.
Now, ever since Danhausen cursed I Show Speed, yeah, he's been getting into some messes with the Usos, LA Knight, and the Vision. So, and all that culminated to a WrestleMania match, which I mean, Speed has been in WWE atmosphere before. He was in the Royal Rumble twice, I believe, and he's also been training with Randy Orton for like a series, a show series. So
Yeah,
he can surprise some people. He got trained by Randy Orton after all.
yeah. I think they were planning this since that episode dropped because many people was like, you plan it and then they're just for that. I think there was like speed added that to the series to like, oh we're gonna do this for the series and plan for my WrestleMania match upcoming.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I think
feel like
I think the Vision being injured kind of through a lot of plans because no Braun Breaker, no Bronson Reed. I'm guessing that this was all just put up together since there's definitely a handful of injuries that definitely shaped up this WrestleMania the way it is. So it could be that
Yeah,
too.
and that's why I think it's like that. They why it correlates to that because they knew there was probably gonna be some injuries come WrestleMania time, so they were getting I'm- they
Unreal.
were get
Find out there.
yeah, and they knew there was gonna be probably some injuries, so they were getting Speed ready, and then just boom, just like that. But well, let's hope Speed puts on a show at Mania. I,
I mean,
I
he's athletic as hell, so he could do some stuff.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Sui, Frog Splash.
He could definitely pull off a spark flash. He could jump, but we gotta see how his technical abilities are. But hey, Randy Orton gave him some pointers, so hopefully he can learn from it.
Yeah.
Next up, we had Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, and Penta defeat Los Americanos in a match. But then after that, Rey Mysterio returns from injury and joins the IC title match, making it a 6-man ladder match for the IC title. So now the match is Dragon Lee, Penta, JD McDonough, Rusev, Javon Evans, and Rey Mysterio. That was like rumor reports that Rey Mysterio was injured, and the rumor matchup was going to be Gunther versus Rey Mysterio, and Gunther retires Rey at Mania. Obviously, with Rey Mysterio's injury, that didn't happen. So, or maybe Rey Mysterio planned to be injured, so he didn't have to retire WrestleMania. So, a lot of what ifs. But how'd you feel about Rey joining the IC title match at Mania?
Um. If he was injured and was not planning to get retired by Gunther, that was probably if that it was true. That's a smart move because I feel like I just don't know why, but I feel like I don't want to see Gunther retire Rey Mysterio. I feel like the ideal scenario would be him and his son.
Yeah.
Because it was going to be him and his son. Dominic beats Ray, and then Ray passes the torch on to Dominic. Because we know what we're going to expect if he faces Gunther. Gunther's going to beat him up, and
Plus, I think
yeah,
the Gunther character has been a little bit off ever since he retired AJ Styles. Like, not
yeah,
doing much. He had some fights with Dragon Lee here and there, but that eventually fell off. So, yeah, it's been a little weird with Gunther. Now he's facing Seth Rollins at Mania. Sort of as a backfall since their original ideas both fell through. Seth Rollins with Braun Breaker and Gunther with Ray, so now they're just facing each other because those are still one of your top guys in the company. So of course they have to have a WrestleMania match.
yeah. But back onto that IC thing. This probably one of the most unpredictable matches ever at
We know Rusev's
at
not winning.
this year's Mania. I mean, we don't know who's gonna win. We honestly, you could might as well throw anybody there, and it would make sense because that's how unpredictable it is. Javon Evans, young, a title under his name would be nice. Rusev, it's Rusev. Dragon Lee could be nice. It could be nice. Roman or Rey Mysterio, they
Do we
didn't
really
add
need
him in the
another Ray?
huh?
Do we really
Yeah,
need
they
another?
didn't add him in the match for a reason. They might make him
That's
win.
what I
'Cause,
said like an hour ago.
Penta he could retain. Could see that too. You could see anything here. It's just that
JD McDonough,
unpredictable. Uh, it would be shocking. Think about it. Shock factor at Mania. The wild card JD McDonough.
like that, like Dominic Mysterio winning the IC title last year because
Yeah,
no one had Dom winning it last year in the Fatal 4-Way.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio just adds more unpredictability. Could it be Ray? Could it be Javon? I don't know.
And finally on Raw, Ober and Brock had their contract signings, but before Ober can even get into the ring, Brock Lesnar attacks him, and then we just basically have them fight each other with the whole backstage crew trying to break it up the whole time. So how have you been feeling about the build up between these two, quote unquote, meat mountains of mayhem men?
Just as advertised, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. Two big, meaty, meat stack mountain mayhem maniacs going at each other. I mean, I'm not disappointed. I'm honestly not disappointed. It's two Murius Furious meet Maystack Mayhill Mayfield Maniac meet mountains going at each other. I haven't been disappointed at all in this rivalry. It's that to be honest, I don't know why. I feel like this rivalry has been the most entertaining for me. We know why. They were just going at each other, and I absolutely loved it.
The
So
Big E special, the Big E match of the night.
Big E's foaming at the mouth with this. But
Yeah,
yeah, look, the rivalry's been solid. I feel like this has been one of my favorite rivalries going into Mania, just because you have Brock Lesnar and then you have Obafemi, and we know what both of these men could do, and they could put on a show, so they could just go at each other. F5. Brock Lesnar has an F5. Obafemi has an F5 in his arsenal too. This could be a literal ball of chaos waiting to happen at Mania, and I'm ready for it.
yep. And just opening up the show on what, Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday,
Sunday. Yep. So it's going to be on the ESPN hour of WrestleMania.
just so much meat. It's meat overload. Too
So
much
yeah,
meat to handle.
let's head over to SmackDown now. First up, Royce Keys made his debut. He had a little video vignette of his upbringing, etc., and he had a quick ass match against Berto.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it was nice to finally see Royce Keys finally show up on WWE after the Royal Rumble, and hopefully they build him up nicely, like maybe an Obafemi type, because yeah, he looks pretty dominant. Powerhouse Hobbs is his former name, so he's a powerhouse. So yeah, they just gotta build him up slowly and naturally. Don't try to force anything. And he probably won't be at Mania because he just debuted now. Well, on a show officially. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens post Mania. Like, what can he do storyline wise? So, what do you think he should be doing after Mania ends?
I mean, he's a pretty big guy, and you're building him up. Try and put him in like some sort of title scene. So like, what man? I don't think you should put him in the main event title already.
Like
Title
US
scene.
or IC or US and stuff, SmackDown.
Yeah, try and put him like on the U.S. title scene. So like, whoever wins Trick against with Trick and Sammy, have Royce like do a promo cut, and then like those two fight against each other in like a rivalry or something. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think you do it like the Oval Feminine way a little bit, like put him up for squash matches, build up his uh reputation, and then throw him in the like a secondary title match, like a US or maybe a tag team championship. But we'll see. Next up, your boy Cody Rhodes, Pat McAfee, Randy Orton, and Jelly Roll segment. Basically, Pat McAfee started off the segment talking, responding to CM Punk about what he said, etc., etc. Basically, calling him a hypocrite and all the other things. Then Cody interrupted, and then Randy set a trap of Jelly Roll for Cody Rhodes. He fell for it, and then Pat McAfee and Randy ended up beating up Cody Rhodes and Jelly Roll, which it looks like we're gonna have Jelly Roll being Cody's corner instead of him actually doing something with Kit Wilson and uh, Miz. So it looks like he's changing from one storyline to another. So I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
WWE's like switching and like they're switching and like trying to switch out everything to make it look nice and neat. Like I don't really like how they're doing it. So how do you feel about this current Randy versus Cody storyline and all the moving parts?
Honestly, you'd think it'd be better based off these two guys alone, but it's just not. I've not been feeling this rivalry, and it had potential to be so much better with these two, but it's it's just not been that good. and we've seen like many people saying, "Oh, this WrestleMania buildup has been god awful F tier." I wouldn't disagree. It's not been the best of WrestleMania buildups, and I really thought they were gonna do better, but
Yeah, I think they're relying too much on celebrities like Pat McAfee, like Jelly Roll, instead of actually doing like proper storytelling and stuff like that.
yeah, like CM Punk was talking about TKO. And I when he said TKO, I was like, yeah, I can relate to that. I feel like TKO's been. I feel like ever since TKO joined WWE, the production has been worse. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I
we'll
don't
see.
know.
We'll see
Should have
how
been
this.
better.
That's true. Yeah, I think the surprise of Pat McAfee being the guy in range corner kind of threw a lot of things off.
Should have been Kevin.
Kevin Owens, it could have been Randy Orton's dad for God's sake, and that would have been better. But hey, let's move on to the U.S. title scene. I think the show, the beginning of the show, it showed Carmelo Hayes is apparently injured. Kayfabe, I don't know if it's real or not. His knee got injured during the same match with Sami Zayn, so I don't know if he will be in a triple threat match with the U.S. title with Sami and Trick. So far we're saying it's looking like that he will not be a part of WrestleMania, which is very sad, since he was putting on banger after banger after banger on SmackDown for the U.S. with the U.S. title. So it's shame that he gets robbed of the WrestleMania literally 2 or 3 weeks out. So uh, they did a damn shame towards Carmelo Hayes. But with that being said, we have to move on. Trick and Trick and Lil Yachty, which adding another celebrity to a WrestleMania rivalry. I think Yachty is a big WWE fan, but once again, not necessary for proper storytelling. Trick Williams can talk on his own. He's a decent, mic artist. So yeah, but I feel like this is a good match. I'm happy to see Trick Williams get a U.S. title shot at WrestleMania. So far, Trick is at Mania, Javon Evans is at Mania, and Obafemi. But it's just sad that we couldn't see Mello. But I'm happy for the young guns getting their some early WrestleMania shots, especially Trick
Yeah.
Williams. I'm hoping he wins versus Sami Zayn personally.
Mm. And that's just building up the name of the building the name of the Young Bucks in the roster, because they're definitely going to be relying on these guys when they get older. These guys are going to be a part of the main. These guys should be a part of the main event title scene once the future comes around, and you really can't really rely on celebrities and the older people like Roman, Cody, CM Punk, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio. You have to start using your roster and your depth you got in there, and Anna Jay, Megan Walker, Ricky Blackheart.
They're not even on NXT.
Who knows? But yeah, it's nice seeing them getting those WrestleMania spots and getting like early taste of what they're gonna see and what they're gonna be in the future with the main events and stuff. Because these kids are bright. Oba, Javon, and Trick.
Absolutely. So let's head to the final talking point for the night, or well, we're recording at night, but for the pod, it's gonna be released in the afternoon. So Jade defeated Sky for the this was a matchup that was building throughout the night. EO called out Jade at the beginning of the show in the main event. Nick Aldis approved it, and then during the show, Rhea Ripley attacked her lackeys Michin and BFAB to make sure the match was even. But yeah, Jade powered through Io Sky and was about to attack her, but then Rhea Ripley made the save to make sure no one hurted her lover or best friend. So, how you been feeling about this Jade Rhea thing so far?
Um, the match is probably gonna be good, but the build up has not been the, the build has been all right. It's mediocre at best, and it's kind of just been, oh. Rhea's just been getting demolished by Jade and her crew members because you, Jade gets one person and the rest just come and then they just beat her up. So it's just the I feel like it's just only been Rhea getting beaten up by Jade and thingies, her thingies. So yeah, I feel like it's been that. I feel that was it, and I think it's just mediocre build up, but match is probably gonna be good. I hope it's good. So
True. So that is pretty much everything we want to talk about for the WWE today. Next week we'll be doing our predictions for WrestleMania since it is next Saturday, and me and Lando will be live doing our watch party for WrestleMania night 1 and 2. So make sure you stay tuned. Follow our socials, stay up to date with everything. Follow our Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube since we'll be live on there reacting to everything. So yeah, I think I'll because I think we'll do it like I don't know Wednesday or Thursday, depending night. Me and Elijah, if he's available. But worst case scenario, I think me or Elijah could record it during the day, and I think the predictions will be out probably Saturday at 12, since the show starts at 6. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, Lando, last words before I head out.
Megan Walker, where are you? And I'm wait. Yeah, that's all I can say. Because if I went farther, we would get copyright striked.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, for me, follow the socials, follow the audio podcast platforms. Just tap in. Feel free to show support or show some constructive criticism. Anything is appreciated. So hey, with that being said, from me and Lando, next time you'll see us will be for our WrestleMania predictions, and for me, I believe it'll be the next NBA pod. So with that being said, thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time. Lando, hit us with the outro.
We'll see you next time on Baller Central with 4 letters. 1 word. Sorry, Elijah. Yeet.
Deuces.
Did you feel this way when you fell in love with Jean?
Oh, look. I've felt that way lots of times.
He's a producer.
Hey, I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. Yeah, you know I need the sweet love, cocoa butter kisses that I could only dream of. Making people want the love we have when they see us. I love ya, I want ya. Girl, I really need ya. Is it real? Is it real? See, I don't want to question this. Real? Is it real? I think that's a definite. I thank God every day, cause yeah,